The Gators ready to kick it away first. From deep, it's Barnes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off-play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Making the adjustment on the play. The give. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Turns up, it's Wilson. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Shepard. Swapped immediately.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run him again. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. JKS shoots it to the left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Finds his target. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask, and making it easy for him.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A run for the quarterback. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Florida! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Cornhuskers want to move quickly.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing Sangapolatelli. And they can't make the connection.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Quarterback changing the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Sangapolatelli from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Thomas. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Good stop there.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. thing, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Gators will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen the punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And when they bring on the punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel and I bring on a different unit, and I think it worked to their advantage. 4th and inches, you don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you've got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll run this play from the pistol. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The lone back's got it. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Right side, it's Shepard. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Shepard. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Might as well run him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, ready? Whoa, let's go!
Jaron Kiave Sangopolatelli. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face, he makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
Second down, gonna throw it. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Sangopolatelli. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Wow, the quarterback can't believe it. I mean, that was a perfect throw into the end zone. He gave his guy every opportunity to finish the play, and he drops it. And as a result, no touchdown.
It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Sells to run, looking to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Nebraska. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Number 27 set to kick this one away.
Deep in the end zone, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Quick give. It's Shepard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Shepard. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Might as well give it to him again. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. JKS looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
I mean, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Throwing Sangapolatelli. Look out! Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Jones. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the hat.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. And it's West Virginia trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli quickly to the tight end. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to the well. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Hits inside, it's Shepard. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Songopolitelli. Caught. And he will score! Touchdown, Florida! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker has really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Second down, gonna throw it. Finds his big tight end. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And how impressed are you right now in this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. Now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. This is a designed run. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Driving forward, it's Montgomery. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the return, it's Mason. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Great play by the defense there. Backed up in their own end. Offense trying to go jet sweep, but you see the defenders. They knew exactly who was getting the football, and they made the tackle right away.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Keeping his eyes downfield. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. JKS. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Gators! And the pummeling has started.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of this drive. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The fake wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll send the back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Takes the handoff. It's Montgomery. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's the give off the left side. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Back's got it on the screen. Could not make his way to the corner. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down.
Formation to kick it away.
Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used it here late. Under pressure, and he never had a chance.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Now it's 2nd and 4 from the 20. Snapped it in the shotgun. He's going to take a shot. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a...
Turns on the Jets. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense...